Hi everybody, this is Nate from the Kraemer Life.
And Katie.
Also from the Kraemer Life. We finished
the paint.
The paint and the carpet is in.
Yay!
Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot of work. It's a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, but it's done and it looks awesome.
Yes.
So we're going to take you on a little tour and we're going to walk our way through each room and kind of discuss briefly what we did in each room and show you how it looks.
Starting with the staircase.
Yes.
We went with a neutral gray carpet that would go with a multiple variety of different colors, would also look good with the wood floors and with the existing linoleum in the bathrooms because that was not being replaced. We went with some colors that we used in the upstairs and just transitioned it down. One of the things that Adam really loved is he loved lots of white. So we took from basically eye level up all the way to the ceiling, painted that a nice bright clean white, and then just to give it a little color we did yellow, the same yellow that we used in the bedroom and the hallway, down here just to kind of bring the fluidity down, and then also the same gray that we used in the bedroom.
This is the wall where I had to patch 2 holes. I didn't end up going back and redoing them, so you can kind of see that they're there if you're looking for it.
And the banisters, the railings, what we did for those is just clean them up after, some years of hands and grease and dirt marks. Didn't refinish them, just cleaned up the wood so they're nice and smooth and clean. And did that with both sets of railings going down and left that the natural wood color because again it flows into the main floor, which is all hardwood floors. The hallway just is a continuation of the yellow. We did that with the majority of the walls, just so, again, to tie it in and to give it a little bit of color. And we felt like the yellow and the greens were complementary. So this room, we just went with the green retint that we had purchased and got that color on the walls, left the underneath white because again it's a smaller bedroom, wanted to keep it as light and bright as possible.
Some special things to note while I was doing this is, it's all in the details. So I did replace all of the face plates for the light switches and the outlets, and I also cleaned all of the light switches and the outlets the best that I could with the magic eraser and baby wipes, just to get all of those little pieces of dirt and grime and stuff that gets stuck inside the lights and on the edges of the receptacles. It makes it look a lot cleaner.
Yes, makes a huge difference. Even that, if you're just trying to clean something up on a budget, just cleaning these makes a huge difference if you don't have the money to replace them.
Right.
It's great. In this bedroom over here, the other room, same.
It's so dark in there.
It is dark in this one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Same thing though. We just clean coat of paint everywhere, fresh paint on the ceiling, trims, put all the doors back on, cleaned all of the handles, cleaned all the hardware, cleaned the fixtures.
Yep.
These were really just a really quick cosmetic upgrade for all of these.
Yeah, this was the dirtiest of the room.
Yes.
Took the most amount of primer to hide some of the stuff on the walls. This is the room where also I had to patch a couple holes in the wall here, and I think they turned out really well. You wouldn't even know that they're there. And I also patched the ceiling, and this was my first time doing knockdown texture, and so it's all right. I'd give myself a 5. Oh wow, an 8. So we'll say a 7.5, 6.5 out of 10.
If you didn't know it was there, it would take you quite a bit to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it turned out really good.
Yeah. So that worked really well.
Bathrooms?
Sure, we can do bathroom. I think I have them dimmed. Oh, I do definitely have them dimmed. Whoa, that is really bright.
Is that too bright?
No, it's good.
Okay.
It adjusted.
So very little in the bathrooms besides a lot of cleaning. It was cleaning and painting. We chose not to replace any of the countertops or fixtures, mirrors or anything like that. So just cleaned off the light fixtures, gave everything a fresh coat of paint, and here again wanted to keep it light and bright, so all of the walls but 2 are white, and then we chose to use the lighter kind of purple gray for the 2 walls that are behind the doors. And the reason we did that is it looked really good with the existing linoleum and also gave it a little bit of color, but it wasn't a lot because the doors also would hide it too. So just a little pop of color.
Yeah, this bathroom is missing a toilet. We're going to get the toilet later on. My brother is actually going to be supplying that. Didn't come with the deal. And we just did a bunch of cleaning in here. So other than the paint, I also scrubbed down the flooring with the magic eraser and the sink and countertops and the mirror and all that kind of stuff, just to freshen it up.
Yeah.
The light fixture I took down before I painted, and that had a bunch of paint on the edge of it because the previous owner, when they painted, they didn't take those things down, which is pretty common. So I removed that and scraped along the edges and got the paint off of those.
So for the master bedroom, we've changed our minds on this one a lot. Our original vision was to do this all gray or 90% gray or different colors of gray. The grays that we chose we didn't really like them and thought a little bit lighter color would work. So this is where the yellow came in, and found a good retint mix of the yellow, 5 gallons for $30, which was amazing.
Sweet, painting on a budget.
Yep. And every time you hear us say retint, that just means we were able to find clearance paint, either in 1 gallon or 5 gallon, which saves a lot of money. So when you're trying to paint on a budget, look at those clearance racks. Makes a huge difference. Because we were able to paint the majority of this for either $9 for the 1 gallon or $30 for a 5 gallon, and we still have leftover, so there's plenty of touch up. Or if he chooses to continue this downstairs, he has the same color patterns to work with, which is great.
Yep.
So for this room, we went ahead and did 3 walls in yellow. We did 1 wall in gray, and then the remaining is in white. And the reason again for that is Adam really wanted a lot of white, so as much as we could do and throw in there, we did. So I did kind of a...
Yeah, she did a fun little wall.
I did a fun transition wall. It was an experiment I did. Thought it would be kind of fun just to break it up, because as you can see, this gray is a little darker, and to go from this gray to that white for me was a little bit jarring. So I chose to do a little bit of geometric triangles and, you know, just do some tape, painted it up. It's a textured wall, so it's not perfect, but it definitely kind of shows that you can do something really cheap on a budget, whether it's a kid's room or just, you know, your own room, just to kind of transition. And to me, it really made this gray and bring it into this white without it being such a big contrast. So that's what I did.
So weird. It looks like these two are different colors because of the shading, but they're the same.
They're actually the same color. Yeah, it does look like it.
Yeah.
And that was the other reason we did this hallway white instead of continuing with the dark gray, because this hallway does get darker because there's no overhead lighting in the hallway. And the way the sun hits throughout the day, this is really the morning sun. So in the evening, this does get really dark. So that was the other reason we chose the white here. And then also to continue it into the bathroom, because again, smaller spaces, light, bright.
I'm going to turn the light on so it's bright. Oh my goodness, wow. With the camera, it just looked like...
I probably look like that skeleton that goes tink. I just got x-rayed. So in here, we toyed around with painting all of the wood and things like that, but
the countertops.
And the countertops. We were gonna change it all up, but really didn't see the need to do that once we got them cleaned up. Plus, Adam really does like the natural woods more than the painted wood, so we did go ahead and leave that for him, and chose just to do a nice, really light, bright white here. And one of the biggest differences that you would notice, to me, this is huge. So this is a big skylight above us. And the colors of the ceiling before were a brownish beige color, and it really dimmed this whole area. So by painting this all a white and taking that white all the way up the skylight, that makes a huge, huge difference. So that really brightened it up in here. So that was a nice thing to add. And then what we did, just again, use that gray in here to bring in from this was the same grays in the bedroom. Again, just to really have just a little pop of color to bring in the grays in the floors. It really looks nice, and Nate did an amazing job just cleaning all of this up and really doing a good job cleaning the linoleum and making it look really like new.
Yeah.
And the shower.
Yeah, so we did the shower, and which I did in the previous video.
Yeah.
We have a new shower head and caulked all that and got that going, so yeah. Oh, I'm also very particular about the screws all facing upwards. That's very important. We did end up repainting the closet door because it was pretty bad, so I put a fresh coat of paint on that. And then I also made sure, same thing over on the door here, and also made sure to clean up the hinges because the hinges from, again, the previous owner, when they painted, they didn't remove the hinges, and so they had lots of paint on them. So I went through the painstaking process of getting rid of the paint off of the hinges, and I noticed as we're walking through I missed a few, but I'm not going to show those.
So they didn't happen.
Right, yeah, never happened. I may edit that out.
Yep.
That works great. I'm glad it's the color it is.
Good,
Really glad it's the color it is.
good.
Yes.
We thought
Yes,
it was.
yes.
We thought it was going to be
Much lighter, but
we
it's
thought it was
not.
going to be lighter,
No, I'm glad
but it's better. It's not because
It's
you won't
totally better. It's not.
see as much dirt.
Yep. Well, and it just brings out the color of this stuff more. Love it. Fan is clean.
It's clean.
The fan works.
It works.
Good job, dude.
Yeah.
Good job.
You like it?
High five. Yep. Yeah. Good work. Beautiful work.
Thank you.
Good job.
Paint job looks really good.
Oh, it all blends together great.
Yeah.
It all blends together perfectly. Super happy. Yep. Good stuff.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
Love you, man.
Oh wait, my shoulder.
Oh,
But whatever. We're taking care of that tomorrow.
So this was a long but rewarding project, and I'm really happy that I got to spend my time helping my brother clean up the upstairs, and Katie and I putting paint and carpet down. I mean, having a clean place to live is so relaxing. And
Yep.
my brother Adam, he works really hard. When he comes home after 12-hour days of driving the big box trucks that are drop box trucks that he drives, he's exhausted. His back hurts, his feet hurt, everything hurts about him. So he has no energy, no desire to start on house projects. And he's been wanting to get this place cleaned up for quite some time. So I'm very lucky and fortunate that I was able to spend my time doing this. So anyway, we hope that you guys enjoyed it. And
Until the next project.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I almost forgot. All done. I almost forgot. How does that go? Take number 2.